What's up everyone? It's me, Alejandro from Whitemane. I mean, not Whitemane anymore. I've recently transferred servers due to, some issues. I'm on Benediction now, which is a fully alliance controlled server, which is a nice change of pace from, that. So as we are preparing for Wrath of the Lich King, I decided to do some GDKP carries, so I could make some gold. As Karazhan is now really old content, I thought any run could be a smooth run. So I met this fine gentleman named Fauna from the guild Lordaeron, a natural born leader, really fit for the task of coordinating 9 other people, and so I thought I was in for a treat. This was bound to be a very smooth run. Well, about that, it was actually a pretty smooth run. We had no issues killing any bosses, we pretty much one-shotted everything, which leads me to the other part of this run, the Bazaar. Even though we managed to kill every boss, something just felt off with this run. Let's start with the minor details first. We had Soul Frost drop, which in a GDKP is always good to see. It is bound to sell for a lot of gold, if not, I might have grabbed it for myself as I am an enchanter myself. But then our glorious raid leader mentions the fact that he can't pick up the enchant formula. Well, we tried a lot of things to make this work. We tried to change loot to free for all, we tried to give it to enchanters, and the raid leader tried this multiple times, but in the end no one got the enchant. So yeah, we had a run where Soul Frost dropped and no one could buy it or pick it up, so it was left on Irhuv's body to rot forever. So yeah, that's fuck up number 1. Next up, we have this unit of a man, or even better, of a gnome. First thing you have to know about this guy is that he's playing Frost Mage, which I mean, is kind of weird already, but you can have a pass on that. Cause yeah, you're allowed to have your fun, play your Frost Mage, but it's not the most optimal. But something that cannot have a pass is the weird judgment calls these guys make on regards to his loot. Where to start with this? Well, maybe on the fact that this guy was using a nature damage ring. He bought it on this run as a trash drop, which, mind you, mages do no nature damage, so you could basically say he was missing a ring slot. So yeah, this partly explains his bad DPS, but also the fact that he's playing Frost, so we have that for our raid. This is, bad. This is not the best call he has ever made, but it's not the worst one. Let's start with the fact that he was wearing a badge necklace, which if you're running out, fair enough, you're gonna probably have a lot of badge gear. But this guy, he bought a shadow damage necklace for 250 gold. He bought it. And then Bape here said, "Nice neck!" Which I mean, it's not. And Bape knows it. But that's funny that he mentioned it's a nice neck. So now we have a gnome of playing Frost Mage with a nature damage ring and now using a shadow damage necklace. I mean, he wants to be the master of all kinds of school of magic. He's the great wizard. So yeah, we have that. Now, back to the Mad Gnome of Doom. Remember that he spent 250 gold on a shadow damage necklace? Well, guess what? The necklace from Prince Malkerzar dropped. And you bet your ass is gonna bid on that too. And he fucking did. So, we have this gnome, which went into carry with his badge necklace, rocked his nature damage ring, was playing Frost Mage, bought a fucking shadow damage necklace, and then he buys another necklace. Like, I am legit afraid of this man. The thought process in his mind is beyond anything a simple human could fathom. Well, enough about this little gnome man. We turn our attention now to a beast of a unit. Off-Killer from the guild. This is Brazil. The fact that you've never seen this man in the DPS meters makes you question, how the fuck are you doing less damage than the Shadow Necklace Nature Damage Ring Frost Mage? To which I came to the cursed realization that this man is wearing communal gear and all green items. Welp, I mean, this is what GDKPs are for, right? You come in as a buyer with shitty gear, your stuff drops, you just buy it and then you go out geared, right? Well, that would be indeed the case if he actually bought anything. So let's get this. Sun Fury Bow of the Phoenix dropped, which is a huge upgrade for him as rogues can equip bows. It's not an upgrade for a hunter since he's already got the ZA1. So we refer to him as, wouldn't you want to buy the item? It's kind of an upgrade for you. And then he acknowledges it. He says, yes, it is an upgrade for me. Then well, why aren't you buying it? 250G. To which the man, the legend, the myth, simply responds, pass. The guy literally went into a Karazhan run, full with greens and communal gear. Didn't buy any items, was treated like a carry. The absolute Chad energy on this man is beyond me. Well, at least going for him, he has that he bought Fool's Bane, so you know, he's not that big of an offender. One small side note that adds to this run is the fact that the guy who was doing loot, Mr. Rich JR, was using a Spanish client of the game. So you know, whenever we had loot announced, you got stuff like Toga de los Ancianos Escribas, which then we had to have some other guy link the actual English name, so that we plebs could understand the marvel that was being looted. But then we come to the actual pinnacle of this run. This man, this legend, the level 68 paladin. You imagine for sure that if someone is going to a raid at level 68, he must be coming as a pure buyer. So remember that we had a frost mage with a shadow neck and a rogue with communal gear. That makes this Kara run virtually a 7-man, which, considering the fact that we managed to kill Netherspite, Nightbane and Prince Malchezaar all in one shot, mind you, really makes me question my sanity. Anyways, this level 68 pure buyer was actually not buying anything at all. Come to think of it, he was running Karazhan pretty much like it was a dungeon, which is fucking hilarious. The fact that the guy managed to get into a GDKP run at level 68 just to treat you like a dungeon to get some XP is really fucking does it to me, okay? But then, as it turns out, we discover that it is not the case that he's not a buyer. He's actually here to buy items. Except that he couldn't see the loot being posted. He had the raid leader on ignore. In fact, I say he wasn't looking at raid chat at all, which made our raid leader very sad. But then he ended up buying some healing plate items, I guess, and then we were good for the run. Even though these guys were pretty weird, everyone was very chill and the run was very smooth. So although very bizarre, this was a very fun Kara run, which I made sure to announce to everyone. Also shout out to my man Fana from Lordaeron for organizing this. I'm just saying guys, you want your best GDKP Karazhan experience, you go with this guy, you will not regret it. Well, that's gonna be it for me today folks. Hopefully you had fun, I most certainly had. But as for now, I will see you guys in the next one.